Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
The sinking of the Bayesian yacht on Monday left a trail of devastation amid a frantic search for survivors. The 30 million pound vessel, which had 22 people on board, was swallowed up by the sea off the coast of Italy after a freak weather accident, leaving 6 passengers unaccounted for. Tragically, the bodies of British tech entrepreneur Mike Lynch, 59, and his 18-year-old daughter Hannah were recovered earlier today. 2 more bodies were also recovered from the boat, although have not been identified. Those still unaccounted for include Morgan Stanley boss Jonathan Bloomer, his wife Judy, lawyer Chris Morvillo, and his wife Nada. The body of wreck Aldo Thomas, a Canadian Antiguan cook who was working on the boat, was recovered near the vessel. Meanwhile, 15 people were rescued, with most clinging to small life rafts. Mike Lynch and his family had been on board the yacht to celebrate after he was acquitted in a fraud trial in the United States. Bayesian had been docked 300 meters off the coast before a tornado on the water, also known as a waterspout, hit following thunderstorms in nearby Palermo. Speaking to the Associated Press, Captain Karsten Borner of the Sir Robert Baden-Powell told how his vessel managed to save the survivors who made it to a lifeboat. He recalled being near the storm as it approached and how his crew rallied to aid those in distress. A moment later, she was gone, he said, adding that the survivors told them they were sunk in 2 minutes. Investigators and rescuers are now working around the clock to piece together exactly what happened and retrieve any possible survivors. The disaster has led to many urgent questions about the sequence of events that led to this maritime tragedy and the potential oversights that may have contributed to the possible loss of lives. The circumstances that led to the vessel sinking has been one of the most debated questions in the tragedy. Some experts believe the yacht's 250-foot aluminium mast may have caused it to overturn and sink. The mast broke during the waterspout. According to nautical expert Gino Siriossi, the yacht's staggering weight may have contributed to its rapid sinking. He told the Italian website Corriere della Sera that a mast can break when a vessel encounters particularly extreme conditions. He added that the boat's movements would have been much more erratic without the mast and sails to mitigate its motions. Some experts also say this is the reason why the Bayesian sank while other vessels managed to stay afloat. Sam Jefferson, editor of the magazine Sailing Today, said, "I would have said that the boat got hit very hard by the wind. It was pinned over on its side." Investigators are probing whether hatches left open were a contributory factor to the yacht's sinking. An expert at the scene told Reuters that one of the earliest aims for investigators was to establish whether the crew did not close access hatches before disaster struck. With temperatures above 33 degrees, they may have been left open for air circulation. Sam Jefferson said, "I imagine all the doors were open because it was hot, so there were enough hatches and doors open that it filled with water very quickly and sank like that." Specialists in yachting have said that access hatches that are open can cause vessels to fill with water and sink quickly. Prosecutors from Termini Imerese, a town nearby, are said to have opened an investigation into the case. According to the Telegraph, they will consider whether there is enough evidence to charge any of the crew members with criminal offenses. Ambrosio Cartosio, the chief prosecutor of Termini Imerese, is set to interview the 15 survivors of the disaster. They will also work closely with emergency workers and Coast Guard divers. The UK's Marine Accident Investigation Branch has also sent a team of investigators to help ascertain exactly how the tragedy unfolded. Many have wondered if the Bayesian was safe to dock in the area following reports that Palermo was hit by a thunderstorm. According to Boat International, eyewitnesses in the area reported hurricane conditions off the coast, but local weather websites did not indicate any severe squall, which suggests that the weather event was not forecast. However, the Italian Coast Guard has said that bad weather had been forecast, but the weather conditions were even worse than predicted.